Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here? As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, man, this one today is dealing with your boy Lingo. Now, if y'all not familiar with Lingo, he's the brother of TakeOff. And he has some things to say about J.Prince Jr. and Jazz pertaining to what happened to his brother TakeOff at the private dice game in H-Town, man. See, Lingo, he played the background for a very long time, you understand? Because he always wanted to give his brothers the room for them to shine. That's the reason why in a lot of videos, a lot of interviews, you guys will see Lingo in the background. At first, he wanted to rap just like his brother TakeOff. But TakeOff informed him, it's a lot that come with the game. So you may just want to chill, look, listen, and learn. You understand? Pay attention to what's going on. You feel me? Because y'all got to understand, TakeOff, he was a very protective brother when it came to his siblings. And y'all do know that right now, TakeOff's sister, she going through it as well. But again, TakeOff brother Lingo, he has some things to say about J.Prince Jr. and Jazz. Because even he want to know, how can something like this happen? Especially knowing that his brother don't get into no BS with nobody. You understand? See, and right along with everybody else, Lingo, he trying to understand how did this happen at a private event? Because a lot of people not familiar with Lingo. Lingo, he don't go to dice games like that. He don't really do none of that, man. You know, he don't get into none of that activity. You know, he a laid back cat, similar to his brother. A lot of the things that Lingo do, it basically mimics his brother TakeOff. If y'all even pay attention to their social media, Lingo and TakeOff always show each other love, man. Like real brothers are supposed to. They was never afraid to give each other a hug, to let each other know, hey, I love you in public, man. And that's real brother love right there, man. They didn't never seem like, you know, they never had a big I, little you type of mentality. So that's the reason why not only people on the inside, but people on the outside respected those guys, man. And again, I'm not just talking about TakeOff and Lingo, but the whole Migos camp, man. TakeOff, Lingo, Quavo, Offset. Like I said, because they not known to get in no type of criminal or street activity, man. The only thing they want to do is go out, shoot dice, enjoy their night, politic with some guys that they know out there in Houston, and go back to their home in ATL. But again, that's where people is at odds with the J.Prince Jr. MobTies, man. Because TakeOff did not make it back home to his family. Similar goes with Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. A lot of people from Chicago upset right now, again, pertaining to Duke. He did not make it back to the city, man. Dealing with what happened with Duke the Jeweler and what happened with TakeOff. Hey, man, before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to TakeOff. Condolences to his family and much love to all my folks in the ATL. Same thing goes for Chicago's own Duke the Jeweler. Rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler. Condolences to his family and much love to all my folks in Chicago, man. See, at the same time, I told y'all, man, you got the guys from ATL that's gonna pull up, that's pressing J.Prince Jr. and the MobTies affiliates. Same thing goes for Duke the Jeweler, Chicago GDs, man. Again, these folks, these people want answers because they trying to understand, hey, man, we thought y'all had money. We thought y'all was some stand-up dudes. That's the reason why we had no problem with our loved ones hanging around y'all. Like I told you guys before, man, these guys, they made real moves in their communities. So that's the reason why it's a lot of people at odds with J.Prince Jr., Jazz, and they pops, man. Because again, a lot of people is just coming to the point that this was not supposed to happen at all. And like I stated before, I'm not putting this on either side. I'm blaming this on every man that was in the building. Because again, we know how far things can go. But at that point in time, I don't think that people was thinking because their egos got in the way. And that's real talk. TakeOff was not known to have any type of rap beef. You understand? And at the same time, he wasn't even known to have any type of street beef in Atlanta. So that lets you guys know the type of mentality that TakeOff had. And that's what Lingo speaks on. Lingo say that, man, TakeOff, he just wanted to take care of his siblings. He just wanted to take care of his family. You understand? And along with that, you also have Quavo, who's their uncle. They have a very tight-knit family. So with that happening to TakeOff, trust me, that created a ripple effect through the whole family. That's the reason why it's a lot of people, they're frustrated with J.Prince Jr. and Jazz. Because like I said, not just only with this whole TakeOff situation, right? You got TakeOff family speaking on what happened. You got TakeOff family speaking on the aftermath of TakeOff being sent up. And also people knowing that what happened to Duke. And Duke family speaking out. Them saying, hey man, how can y'all do this to a jeweler? He wasn't a rapper. He wasn't known to have beef. And at the same time, a lot of people in Chicago know how much work he was putting into his city. Again, the man investing into real estate, helping out family, single parent family homes. He was doing the best that he can at a young age. That's the reason why a lot of people, yeah, they heated with J.Prince Jr. and Jazz, but also mostly their pops. Because again, the people understand that the pops, he set a foundation. You understand? And now once the sons start doing their own thing, basically going against the foundation, now it's a lot of people like, hey man, do you have your house in order? While you out here running your mouth trying to get into NBA YoungBoy business, you know, get into other rappers' business. And again, not focus on what his son's MobTies affiliates is getting into. Most of the time, they don't have no clue what the MobTies affiliates be getting into. So that's the reason why you had people like Wack 100, Charleston White, other people out of Texas, even Sauce Walker, spoke on, hey man, all that respect y'all giving J.Prince Jr. and the MobTies, hey man, y'all going overboard. And that's real. And like I said, man, you got guys from Texas saying this. They basically saying, why y'all looking for the MobTies to protect anybody? These dudes ain't got it like that. Sauce Walker even spoke on, hey man, if he was around me and my guys, this would have never happened. And Charleston White even acknowledged the fact that, nah, man, see all that tough talk that J.Prince was doing? Don't nobody care about that, man. Don't nobody care about the MobTies. They only big in Houston. People only know them in Houston. And then here come Wack 100 speaking on, hey, man, even in Houston, some guys out there, they don't have respect for the MobTies like that. Because Wack 100 spoke on the fact that the times he had came out to Houston, and the love that J.Prince said that he was getting, he said, nah, man, that's not true at all. He said, yeah, it's a few people that got love for J.Prince and look out for him. He said, but not on the magnitude that J.Prince speaks on. He said, then you got the sons out here, they doing things and they getting robbed, they getting their chain snatched. So all that tough talking they doing out here, hey man, really ain't nobody paying attention to it but they fans. So again, here you go, man. This video is based on TakeOff Brother Lingo G. He trying to understand why this happened to his brother. Because right now, he has a huge discontent towards J.Prince Jr., Jazz, and they pops, J.Prince, man. I told you guys before, man, hey, the pops, J.Prince, he ain't want none of this to happen. Because he know how much them people been looking over him. But I don't think the sons really understand the magnitude on the times that they pops had spoke on the feds knocking on the door, the feds pulling them over, the feds trying to do this and that. You understand? They was trying to do this and that, you know what I'm saying, to bring this whole empire down. But I wouldn't let it happen. See, y'all seen Quavo and Jazz, they got history, man. They been kicking it. Jazz, Prince, and Quavo, they been kicking it tough for about the past 10 years, man. So that's the reason why Quavo was even shocked at the outcome. He like, man, I done hung around you guys a bunch of times, and this what happens? So again, now that word get back to TakeOff Brother Lingo on what happened to TakeOff, I told y'all, man, he's at odds with the whole J.Prince Jr. MobTies affiliates. Even Jazz, because again, he want to understand what happened to his brother right along with the rest of his family. Oh, come on, man. We talking about all this is happening at a private function. So y'all just keep up. We got more in store. Hey, but as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.